Hey guys, what's up? It's Rushmont3 here, back again with another Transformers review. And today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Prime First Edition Deluxe Class RC. Here she is on the display stand that all Deluxe classes come with. As I mentioned in all the other First Edition videos that I've done so far, it's just a piece of cardboard. Nah, I really like this. Some people don't like it that much. Some people think it's cheesy, but I like it. You know, it's better than having nothing. And there we go. Same as all the other stands. So here we have RC in a really nice looking motorcycle mode, which I think looks very, very similar, or pretty much exactly like what she looks like in the show. My biggest complaint about this mode is how wide she is from the top. You can see from the side views, she doesn't look that bad. Also, I really don't like how there's a gigantic gap right here. I wish that, you know, this could go a little bit lower. But if you try to put it lower, you can do that, but that doesn't look right. It springs back up. She does come with two accessories, which is her blades, and they do store on the side of her. Like that, so we can take those off. And removing the blades does make her look a little bit more slim and sleek. Here are her blades. She comes with two of them. And these are really big compared to the Robots in Disguise one. You see they're just gigantic. They're pretty much the same mold-wise. They're just big. But they do have a few differences. First edition has like these small little divots right there. And that's due to the fact that there's holes. There's no holes on this one. Also, this one is only painted on one side, as the Robots in Disguise is painted on both sides. But whatever. And now she is a very, very her color is very, very it's the same as the show. I'll tell you that. It's very accurate. Here she is next to the Robots in Disguise version of RC, and you can see the blue on the Robots in Disguise version is much, much lighter. And very, not screen accurate. Overall, I do like the bike mode better on the Robots in Disguise version because it's more slick, more streamlined, I guess. It's more slim. Let's see from the top. The first edition is just more wide, but I do like the screen accurate colors on the first edition. But other than that, there's just very few changes, like the hole on the front tire. The windshield, and of course the color. And like the side bits right here. But the feet actually look like they're the same. If you look at them from right here. But in robot mode we will compare the two better. There are way more paint apps on this one than the RID version. But that's just a given. It's the first edition. They usually have more paint apps, except for Cliff Jumper. I really feel that the other one has more paint apps. But she has more paint apps than the Robots in Disguise version. I guess just because of the way she transforms, I guess, kinda. But whatever. She does have the kickstand right there, and then you can take it off. If you have the blades, you really don't need the kickstand, but whatever floats your boat. You can actually stick the first edition weapons on the Robots in Disguise one. So let me just... Oops. I think they stick on differently. There you go. Yeah, they stick on differently, but they put on there. It almost seems like they made the holes so they could fit. Doesn't look good, but whatever. I just wanted to show that in case someone was wondering. But anyways, let's get on to the transformation. With Transform RC, usually what I do is you want to take these pieces and unpeg them. Kind of fold them out like that. Then you take the legs and you bring that down. And then you rotate the waist. Straighten up the legs. Flip the seat down. Take the legs, split them apart. And then these are on multiple hinges, so... you just want to flip the foot forward, and then these will kind of accordion into place, like so. So just flip that up, and then that will accordion into place. Next, you want to take out the arms, and these will straighten out, and then rotate them so that they're facing the proper way. Wings, for now, you want to keep them like that, just to get them out of the way. Next, you want to split the front right here. Then the wheel will kind of pull that down, and that'll pull this entire section. And take her head, pull it out. And then you take the pieces you just split, and these will rotate forward to form her chest. Handlebars you flip in, and then you want to bring down the wheel and rotate it, and then you want to close up everything, and make sure when you close it up, you see like the Autobot symbol should be over the chest like that, and you put the chest pieces like that. They don't actually peg in, they just kind of sit right there. So then you rotate the windshield like that, and then now you can, you know, put her wings in the correct position. Just kind of straighten her out. And there you have the first edition RC in her robot mode. Of course, now all that's left is putting on her blades. So you could peg those in on each arm. There we go. I don't know, mine has a hard time standing. And the waist on mine, it moves too much. It moves with the subtle movement. But there you have first edition RC in her robot mode. And a very nice robot mode indeed. I really like her robot mode. Definitely a lot more than the Robots in Disguise one. I feel that, for me, it's kind of flipped around. I like the bike mode on the Robots in Disguise figure more than the first edition. But I like the robot mode for the first edition more than I like the Robots in Disguise version. But the Robots in Disguise version is not a bad version of RC at all. She's definitely, I guess, a lot more in scale with the other figures. Because first edition is a pretty tall figure. For articulation, her head is on a ball joint. Due to her transformation, her elbows are double hinged, and they can bend really well, pretty much 90 degrees. They could also, if you don't have the blades on, swivel like that, and her wrist is on a hinge. Her waist, due to transformation, she has waist swivel. Leg is on a ball joint, swivel at the ball joint, and then bend at the knee, and it's a very far knee joint. And that's pretty much it for, you know, articulation. You can get some, you know, nice poses out of her. It just doesn't seem right when you pose her like in a battle pose, just because of her head sculpt. Like, her face is, let me see if I can zoom in. See the expression on her face is like, she's like smiling, she looks happy. So I guess when you put her in a battle pose, it really doesn't, you know, feel right, because, you know, she looks all happy. I don't think you would look very intimidating if you're smiling while you're in a battle pose. But here she is next to her Robots in Disguise version. Let me just straighten these out. So you can tell that the Robots in Disguise version is, of course, the lighter blue, and she's definitely a lot shorter, significantly shorter. Now, aside from the significance size, the backpack is a lot less, you know, oh, I didn't do that right. There you go. The backpack is a lot less, you know, just there. Her wings are gigantic on the Robots in Disguise version, while they're more, you know, they're smaller on the first edition. The head sculpt on the Robots in Disguise version is more like a more serious face, more like an expressionless face. But overall, you know, she's not a bad figure. I just prefer the robot mode of the first edition. And also, if you notice, on the paint details, it's also more screen accurate. She has pink stripes on her legs as opposed to having silver. I guess. But she has paint apps again. Oh, there she goes. The Robots in Disguise one has, you know, paint apps where she doesn't. Of course, she has, you know, they both have paint apps right there. She has more paint apps because of the chest. She has an Autobot logo right there, while she has nothing at all. She has paint apps. She has like these little crests, I guess, on her wrists. There we go. While she doesn't. Her arms, she's just kind of black. That's pretty much it, I guess, for paint differences. Again, the pink continues onto her head and her head crest. I really like what they did with the wheels. You can see there's a slight blue lining right there, and I really like what they did there. That is a really nice touch. So here she is next to her partner, Cliffjumper, the first edition. I just decided, you know, rather to show her aside next to the first edition Cliffjumper rather than the Robots in Disguise Cliffjumper. But she's definitely taller than the Cliffjumper. I don't know what the scale was supposed to be in the show, but I know that she's the smallest Autobot out of all of them. So really, she's pretty out of scale, if you ask me. You know, especially when it comes to like other figures. But you know, with the first editions, she doesn't scale all too well. You know, she's supposed to be shorter than Bumblebee. I'm pretty sure that she's taller than Bumblebee. But I'm gonna just really quickly show you with the rest of the Autobots. Let me just get Cliffjumper out of the way. Here is Bumblebee. Yeah, she's taller than Bumblebee. Here's Wheeljack. She's taller than Wheeljack. Here's Ratchet. Definitely taller than Ratchet. Oops. There you go. And here is Big Boy Prime himself. And Prime is, you know, of course taller. He's a Voyager. This is Robots in Disguise Prime. The only one I'm missing is Bulkhead. I'm holding out on the Robots in Disguise version to get the first edition, along with first edition Prime. But next to the rest of the other Robots in Disguise figures, she's taller than all of them, actually, except Prime. But yeah, again, you know, you can see. Oh, there goes Ratchet. You can see that the Robots in Disguise one scales a bit better, along with the other first editions. You know, she's definitely a lot shorter than first edition Cliffjumper. But overall, you know, she's not too bad in scale. You know, like I said, I'm not really one to be big into scale, but I know there are people that really care about it. So yeah, I just thought I'd show that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed RC. But before I go, do I recommend this figure? Definitely. Also, she's being re-released in the United States. I did get mine from Canada. But yeah, in November, she's getting re-released along with Starscream, Terracon Cliffjumper, Vehicon, Voyager Prime, Voyager Bulkhead, and then the 2-pack with Optimus, Megatron, and the kids. But she is coming back, so if you missed out on her the first time, didn't get her imported from Canada or Japan, I definitely wait until November when she comes out. She's definitely a great figure. That doesn't mean that the Robots in Disguise version's a bad figure. You know, it's just, I think she's better. She goes better with your Autobots just because she's more screen accurate. Of course, she's not scale accurate, but you know, whatever. I'm not really much of a scale freak. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.